Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hopefully, you're enjoying this. We'll be enjoying this episode because you won't believe this. Yeah, I know. I usually try to give a lot of shocking news, but this is kind of really shocking. Because there's this. We have Google drops a sponsorship of Pride and Drag Show after hundreds of workers signed petition calling it a direct affront to the religious beliefs and sensitivities of Christians. Oh. Oh my! Well, let's read, shall we? Google has dropped its sponsorship of a San Francisco Pride event after hundreds of employees signed a fiery petition lashing out against it. The tech giant sponsors a series of LGBT events across the U.S. annually, and this year the headline event was due to be a Pride and Drag show at Block's Gay Bar featuring popular performer Peaches Christ. Is this person really popular? But employees noticed Google removed the San Francisco show from its internal events page after a petition was launched opposing the event on religious grounds, according to memos seen by CNBC. Signed by a few hundred people, the petition claimed that Peaches Christ performances routinely sexualize and disrespect Christian values, while accusing Good of religious discrimination for sponsoring the act. Speaking about the 49-year-old, I almost said hag, 49-year-old drag queen, it read, their provocative and inflammatory artistry is considered a direct affront to the religion, beliefs, and sensitivities of Christians. The authors also demanded an apology for the organizers, saying they had complained to Google's HR department, people operations, alleging the venue violated the company's event guidelines regarding sexually explicit activity. Well, because they're always sexually explicit. This is not really a surprise to anyone here. It is always sexually explicit. They have not done this. They have done this multiple times, and you can see there's multiple videos out there to where they're dancing nude in front of children. So, yeah, I don't think they can contain their sexual desires at all. They have to flaunt it in front of everybody, especially children. I wonder why. Peaches Christ, who shot to fame on the California drag scene following the launch of their night movie series Midnight Mass in 1998, hit back at the petitioners, accusing them of promoting anti-queer and anti-gay rhetoric, of course, because all you people can do is label people with being homophobic, racist, etc., etc., until you just shame them. That's the only way you people can do this. Is that you have to be that you call people anti-queer, anti-gay, racist, etc., transphobic. Like, this is what you people do. At this point, your insults mean bloody nothing. All right, they mean nothing because this is all you do. You're not stating facts. You're not stating anything. You're labeling somebody as something horrible. And if this country was any remotely better, people will be able to sue you for defamation, and therefore you could probably be punished for saying somebody is anti-gay or anti-queer or racist, because that's a horribly bad label to put onto people. Writing on Facebook, the drag queen said, "This is another example of the really disturbing rise in anti-queer and anti-gay rhetoric that is using drag performers and trans people as scapegoats. No, you people are using the gay community as scapegoats so you can sexualize or get your access to children. That's what you're doing. It looks like you're projecting a little bit. Perhaps you should stop." Because I think we've seen it multiple times to where you people are constantly doing this. This is not a surprise. You people are always doing this. And I think people are getting tired of the fact that you're doing this. You can't stop the fact that when you had a group of people at a Pride March in New York saying, "We're coming for your children," and assuming that this is an anti-gay, anti-queer thing. No, I think after that video, amongst many other things, people have had enough. They're tired of it. They don't want to deal with your BS anymore. So now after this, that they're saying they're actually coming for children, yes, you're going to face more backlash. Yes, you're going to face more pushback because nobody wants to deal with your BS anymore. Sorry, gentlemen, which is what you would technically call you. Or I don't even know if you even would call gentlemen because you're technically just evil people in general. But I'm sorry that the fact that this is what you guys have created. Yeah, deal with it. Anyone who knows me and knows my career that knows that I use drag character and aim to present love, to make people laugh, to create entertainment, and to create space for outsiders. No, you don't. You don't. I'm pretty sure you are dancing in front of children majority of the time. And every time it's sexual in nature, which is by all means fine, but that does not mean people have to confirm or to affirm to confirm to what you have to do. They have to believe what you believe. You're angry because they don't like what you're doing, and you don't like that. So you have to go label these people as anti-gay, anti-queer to make yourself feel better because they don't like what you're doing. Anything that goes against your guys' narrative, anything that people just don't find acceptable, you're all like, well, you're anti-gay, you're anti-queer, you're a racist, you're a homophobe, you're transphobic. Am I getting this right now? You always do this. It's annoying, it's exhausting, and it needs to stop. A California drag queen added that the show went ahead without Google's sponsorship and later uploaded photographs of the event on Instagram. It was a joyous and unapologetic display of fabulous drag artists creating art and entertainment for an appreciative audience. They said Google's initial eternal advert for the Pride and Drag show, which has since been removed, presented as the final act to wrap up this amazing month on Tuesday. The tech company said it no longer considered the planned headliner as a Google-recognized diversity and inclusion event, and it offered an alternative social gathering at its offices instead. This is mostly due to the fact because they don't want to fear the Bud Light effect, which is happening right now, that they don't want to end up losing sponsors or etc. because they're the one that actually keep the lights on. So there's also that to take into consideration as well. Google spokesperson Chris Papas told CNBC the internal team responsible for planning the drag performance failed to put through the company's standard events process. Peaches Cry's birth name Joshua Grinnell is a donor of the drag scene after starting out in the 1990s and often makes religious references in their shows. While the event organizers have shifted the official team event on site, the performance will go on at the planned venue and is open to the public so employees can still attend, he said. We've been very proud to celebrate and support the LGBTQ community. Our Pride celebration have regularly featured drag artists for many years, including several this year. They launched Midnight Mass at a night movie event series in the summer of 1988, which tried to sell out crowds at the Bridge Theater until its closing season in 2009. The show featured special guests, including the likes of RuPaul, Mick Stoll, and Mary Woronov. This comes months after tragedy struck the drag queen during his UK tour earlier this year. Peaches Cry said they found their close friend and co-performer Helena dead at their shared London apartment in what they described as a real-life nightmare scenario. The pair have been touring with their stage production Mommy Queerest, a parody of the 1981 mommy drama film Mommy Dearest, which had been set to run for 2 weeks at London's Soho Theatre. American Icelandic Helena, whose birthday was Stefan Grekolo, died at the age of 54. Blah, 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 blah. Don't care about any of this stuff. Yeah. It looks like Google has officially dropped the sponsorship of Pride. All these companies are doing so. And I don't think Pride Month for next year is going to go as they seemed it to be, right? I think there's going to be a lot more pushback, and the more times these people keep on doing this stuff, the more people are going to push back, the more people are going to get angry, and the more you're not going to be sponsored anymore. So yeah. And by the way, he's thinking this is not going to be a problem, but who else is going to sponsor you, by the way? Target has dropped you guys. Starbucks has dropped you guys. Now Google has even dropped you guys. Who else is going to sponsor you? Because I'm very concerned on who that is. And if BlackRock is shown being sponsoring these people, that probably won't go very well for BlackRock either. So I'm really wondering here, who's going to sponsor you and who's going to keep your money? Because I don't think you guys get money anywhere else. You guys live off the sponsorships. In fact, that's your only way to live, is to do the event. And without that, you guys will go under very, very, very quickly. Because that's the only way you guys are able to get funding. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care.